Hey, so today's energy has completely flipped my day upside down. And Spirit's just saying to me, that's the point of it. So you might be experiencing a lot of flipping upside down today and over the next little while. Remember, this week was going to be a big week energetically. We know that, we can feel it. We are in a KP index of 7 geostorm right now. So things are rocking all over, not just in the 3D realm that you can see with your human eyes, but in all aspects, right? In the big picture of things, things are rocking and shaking. And so this is what happened to me. So today is Wednesday. This is my podcast day. So I do my recordings for the Collective SOULversations podcasts on Wednesdays. It's my whole podcast day. And the guest that I had booked a month ago canceled on me last minute at the beginning of this week. And so I did a bit of a scramble to try and get somebody to come in to cover it so the show could go on. And graciously, I had somebody that was able to come in, they're going to come in and do it. And we were going to record today. And then they had an emergency this morning. So they had to cancel it last minute. And so my initial reaction was, okay, I better get on my phone. I better start making some calls. I better start sending some emails because, of course, the show must go on, right? And then I had this whoa, okay. So obviously my higher self stepped in, was like, this could be a gift for you. This could be just maybe you need to take some time. Maybe this will be a day for you just to coast a little bit because it's been so big energetically. And we know we're coming into, this weekend being the biggest energetic portal of the year. So maybe there's just my physical body needs a little bit of time to recalibrate, right? And interestingly enough, I asked Spirit, I was like, so we're getting blasted with this energy, right? All of this energy is coming in. What's the purpose of it? What do you ever wonder that? Do you ever go through this stuff? And especially if you're somebody who's energetically sensitive, do you ever be like, what the fuck is the purpose of this? Why? And so they're just showing me something that we need to acknowledge. And maybe this is something that you really need to acknowledge right now. And that is that there are so many different aspects of who we are, right? And as we do this ascension journey, as we do this awakening, as we do the real big work, it's because we're creating the most fully optimized version of who we are. And especially, they're just saying version 2.0 of you. And especially now on this planet at this time, because this is a time like there's never been before. We have so much guidance, so much support, so many great wisdom sharers, so many great teachers. We have so much light that's coming in. So it's this wealth of opportunity to really be able to go in and create the version of you that is most fulfilling, right? And sometimes along the way, we kind of forget that purpose. And it's easy because sometimes ego pain body shows up. And that's for sure what happened to me around the podcast. Because, I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit of a control freak, right? I'm a bit of a perfectionist. And when things didn't go according to plan, I was angry. I was getting angry about it because I want things to go according to plan, right? And sometimes Spirit's just saying, many of us can get stuck in what they call the same old. And that's meaning if a kink comes in along the way, if there's a bump in the road, we don't always adapt well to it. And so part of that is we're to acknowledge that the more work we do, the more kind of breaking outside of the box, the more expansion we do on who we are, the more light that we hold, the easier it is for us to get through those things that don't always work out the way that we planned them to. And so they want us to acknowledge this right now because many of us have been doing so much work. And so even if you have that immediate reaction where you're like, what the fuck is this? And why is this happening? And blah, blah, that whole dialogue that you do, even if that's your immediate reaction, that's okay. As long as then very quickly you go into, oh, okay. And when I do that, I can feel my higher self step in and I can feel this expansion in my energy field. That's how I know that I'm no longer seeing and feeling through the ego and the pain body. I'm seeing and feeling through my higher self. I feel that energetic expansion, right? And it's interesting because Spirit's just saying it's in that space where anything is possible. It's like you feel that empowerment come back, right? Because you get into alignment. And so when that space opens up for me, then I'm like, okay, so we're not doing the podcast today. That's great. Maybe it needs to be a pajama day. Maybe, I don't remember the last time I had a pajama day. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe it's a self-care day. Whatever, I can let go of that stuff that is not happening. It's just not going to happen. And when I did that, when I gave myself permission to do that, there was like this, like, okay, this is good. This is a good thing, right? And that's from doing the work. When we do the work, it's Spirit's just saying that recovery time, that like recognizing what we're doing, which is self-sabotaging, recognizing what we're doing that is resistance that's created within, recognizing that that version of ourselves is showing up, and then pausing, right? Just pausing, because we don't want to go at war with that version of ourselves. Just pausing, taking a breath, letting your higher self step in, letting that space open up around you, and then things start to flow again. Things start to flow again. And then instead of being in that place of like, why did that happen? Why is this happening? Blah, blah, blah. You can actually, honestly be in a place of gratitude. You can be in a place of thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So feel into that today. And if you're going through a lot right now, remember this, there's a massive amount of energy coming through. It's not gentle, it's not calm, it's not kind, it's not nurturing. So you're going to have to really, really take care of all of the aspects of yourself that need that right now. You're going to be the one that has to show up. And they're just saying, have that acknowledgement of how far you've come, of how little your feathers can get ruffled, and how quickly, even if you do completely blow a gasket, of how quickly you can recover. And if you're not, then it's stuff to work on, right? Awareness is power. We're going to get through this, guys. I promise we will. And, they're just saying to me, the light is shining brighter than ever. So that's good. That's a good thing. Sending you guys huge, huge blessings.